So now when things, I think, became serious is when I did, he's late now, his name was Mandiva, but he came to my university and he came to drop off his young brother. And he didn't know that I'm at that university. So I was walking from where I used to live was very close to university. So I would usually just walk to my home. Yeah. So on my way home, this Mandiva, is driving, and he's like driving by, and he's like keeps on staring. Where there's traffic, and he's like slow in traffic, and he just keeps on looking on the side and where I'm walking. And I noticed him like, this guy. So he actually stops and parks the car on the side. Says, "Excuse me, are you Pompi?" So I say, "Yeah, I'm Pompi."
Oh, so you already had the name Pompi?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But before that, I wasn't Pompi. I had a different name.
Okay.
Pompi, actually, the story of Pompi, the name Pompi came from a dream.
Is it before this season?
So the battle rap season, in fact...
Okay, let's first talk about Pompi, where Pompi comes from. Okay.
Pompi, it came from a dream. I had a dream where I was backstage. So I just woke up, basically in the dream I was like backstage, and I was looking at all these different celebrities, and I was wondering like, first of all, what am I doing backstage? And I was just thinking, let me just keep a cool profile, because the security will know that I'm not supposed to be here. So let me just try and keep it cool. And I was just watching, looking at, look at this guy, look at that, oh my goodness. Then while I'm like in that mode, a lady comes with this those
excuse me, sir.
That book, with that little thing where you clip on the papers, And like, oh, Pompi, you are next on stage. And I was like, hey, no, I'm not Pompi. I'm not Pompi. At the time, I had a different, as a battle rapper, even at the time, I went by a different name. It was Overmass. Yeah, I went by Overmass. So like Pompi. So I'm like, no, I'm not Pompi. I'm not Pompi. That's not me. So she's like, oh no, don't worry, Pompi. You're on next. Whatever. I'm like, I'm trying to explain to this. Excuse, I've just told you I'm not Pompi. So while I'm trying to explain to her, the MC announces, and coming on next, Pompi, and the curtains open, and like the light is on me, and I'm like, So I'm surprised on stage, and I'm like, what's going on here? And then the audience, so I was like, the audience is obviously going to recognize that I'm not this Pompi guy they're talking about, So, I'm confused in that mode, and looking in the audience, and then the audience starts, screaming, Pompi. So I'm really confused now. Like, these guys can see me, and they can't recognize that I'm not this Pompi person. So why are they like screaming Pompi? So I'm confused, and in the middle of my confusion, I was looking to my right, backstage, and I believe it's either an angel or it was Jesus. That's just what I believe in the dream. And he found it hilarious that he found my situation hilarious. So he was like laughing, and then he sort of cooled down from the laughter and said, Pompi, that's you. And then I woke up. So I had never had a dream that vivid, or it was just. So I woke up and I told my friends I told a couple of my friends the next day that man, I had this dream. It was a crazy dream. I had a dream. This dream, whatever, and I explained to them, in this dream they were calling me Pompi. So my friends laughed, because Pompi means tap. It's just a tap, yeah. So they laughed and they said, bro, from now on, you know what? We're just calling you Pompi. Now I really hated the name in the beginning, because I was like, no, I'm not Pompi, So actually what happened in the dream happened in real life, and now the Pompi, I didn't name myself Pompi, to be honest with you. Pompi just was put on me. So now the DJ or whatever, instead of saying, this is a song by Over My Son, this is a song by Pompi, everybody just like cancelled my own name and just gave me this new name. I just couldn't get rid of it. So here we are, Pompi.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Pompi. That is crazy.
That's
okay,
crazy.
so now your mixtape became, you put the name Pompi? Or your
No,
name just...
the mixtape. By the mixtape, I just had it became Pompi.
Yeah.
It became
So
Pompi.
now by
because now when I put their own name, they didn't know who's that guy. Who's that guy?
Who's Overmars?
Like, oh, who's Overmars? You know, they're like, oh, Pompi. Ah, okay, Pompi. Why didn't you say? So I just thought, you know what? Let's just stick with the same.
Okay, now let's fast forward to South Africa. You're driving. This guy stops the road. He asks you, "Hey, are you Pompi?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Yeah."
I'm like, yeah. So he says, like, I really feel you have a lot of potential, then I want to help you. So I work for MTV, I work for Channel O, I work for these different music channels. I'm an editor and I'm in production. And I want to help you. So I'm actually on my way. I didn't know him at all, yeah. But he knew me and he heard my music. Yeah. So he actually said, oh, I'm actually on my way. Actually, right now, I'm actually on my way to MTV. Do you want to come? What? So I'm like, wow. Okay, yeah. So got in the car, went to the MTV offices. We walked in there, you know, saying hi, went into the different offices, saying hi to everybody. And I'm just like, wow, I'm like, wow, what's like, how? You know? So yeah, afterwards, drops me home and he says, you know what? I really feel I wanna help you. So I'll call you but there's something I feel like, let me just go home and think about it, but I need to help you in your journey with your career. So I was like, that's cool. And then he called me a few days later and told me, you know what, Pompi, I want to shoot a music video for you. I'm gonna pay for it. And I'm not. You're not signing to me. I'm not a what. I just want to shoot a music video for you. So I obviously overjoyed, you know, like, and he given to, because in the mixtape I had a song in there called "Bring the Bass." Yeah, so he says, I'm gonna shoot a music video for this song called "Bring the Bass." And then he asked me at the time that, who's your favorite rapper? So I told him who my favorite rapper is. It was the guy Zubs. I don't know if you ever knew a South African rapper called Zubs. My favorite rapper. I think at that time, that season, I think almost internationally, that was my favorite rapper. Like, I loved Zubs. He actually was the host of of a hip hop show called Head Rush. I don't know if there was a big hip hop show on Head Rush called Head Rush on Channel O. So ask me who my favorite rapper, I say Zubs. He organized everything. I literally he just told me, you just figure out what you're gonna wear. I actually got on set. I was welcomed by Zubs.
What?
My favorite rapper. He was in the video. He organized everything. They scripted everything. I shot the video.
Microphone check 1 2. Competition check none 2. Compete with this, words working like guns do. From hardcore to something you can hum to. Y'all know it's stupid to battle me, but some do.
It's for this reason that I bring you the flow.
Bring the bass. Bring the bass. All the haters wanna hate, but I'ma bring the bass. Yo, bring the bass. I'm on a mission to ball beyond the regular. Sidestep the poverty and trample on the amateur who want beef. Cause they know they're lacking stamina. So what you got, son, except a skaver and a bad lung? Your flow kinda sloppy, not lyrically savvy, practically useless like the States to Robert Mugabe. I carry what Jamaica meant to Ira Selassie. Born a legend like a transfigured Brenda Fassie. No big things coming my way with enough green to make a ganja man irate. Me there to shine, gold diggers pester. Haters can't take the arsenal like Manchester. Gotta be patient, steadily holding the game, slowly indicating cause I move into the fab lane. Some of y'all like me, some of y'all spite me, but forever I'll stay and check like Nike. Bring the bass. Bring the bass. All the haters wanna hate, but I'ma bring the bass. Yo, bring the bass. When I started at Wanted to hold back on the swagger. Thought, what the hell? Me no need no authority to let me speak.
The video went on to Channel O. There was something at that time that was going, it was called Young, Gifted and African.
Yeah.
So it was like a chart for upcoming artists.
Yep.
And people had to vote which of these upcoming artists they feel deserve to go mainstream. So got into that thing and finished as #1 on Young, Gifted and African. So now that's when Zambia took notice now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah. So that same mixtape which I left, which I distributed but it didn't work out. Suddenly here now,
Blows up.
it blows up.